Nice. Well, me and the lad, we will get some video of him eventually. We've come to CreteLakes for a week's fishing. Been here less than 24 hours. We didn't get the camera out straight away because we're absolutely shattered after the journey. In the last 12 hours we've had 7 takes and added 6 of them. Nothing huge yet. The biggest is 33.5, but I'm sure the big ones are coming along. And this lunatic common 2712 is the most recent one. Probably see over my shoulders. The weather's absolutely bang on after it's 40 degrees last week, so I'm hoping for an absolute monster weather. I'll have a catch up with you later on, show you what we're doing, making it work. For now, see you later. Bye-bye. Go on, Jay, talk to people.
Hey guys, we're at CreteLakes today, and as you can see, I've got a wet head, which can only mean one thing. I've got a new personal best. I lost a fish earlier, and this perfectly makes up for it. It weighs at 34.5 pounds.
34.5, and it took you about 20 minutes to land it.
Yeah, and
beat you up.
Beat my last PB, which I got yesterday, which is 32 pounds.
Right, put her back down the mat, mate. We'll get her back.
Guys, today I have a 19.5 pound mirror carp. I just caught from CreteLakes again.
He's a nutter.
He's not a happy fish, but that's it to say.
Part of the triple take. We'll show the other two shortly. There you go. Well done. Right.
Yay.
Let me get a couple of pictures for you, man. Caught over Baitworks, and a mix of krill powder and loads of wheat liquids and all sorts. The fish are absolutely tearing it up out there, so I'd say this is part of a triple take. Go on, Jay, look at us and give us a smile. There we go. Beautiful. We'll be back soon shortly with the other one. Pressed it. There we go. Beauty. Covered. Absolutely covered because it's a lively bugger. Part of a triple take. This one's £46. Lovely CreteLakes mirror carp.
Get it.
Beautiful. Absolutely made up on the first proper day's fishing. Come on. You got any pictures there, Jay?
Yep. Is that filming, Jay? You'll know. I'll press that's filming.
Yeah. Just click the red button, turn it off. That'll do. We'll come back. Chill.
Focus on that.
Chill out. There we go. 39.12, was it?
Yep, bang on.
Whee! Alright, let's turn around. 39.12, part of that triple take that we're going on about. The rods are all back out now, so hopefully there'll be more. It's Jay's turn on the next one. Right, we got the pictures done there, Jay. Good enough?
Make it look big enough.
It's big enough already.
Mind.
That alright, yeah? That'll do. Thank you nicely. Back again soon, hopefully. Well, this fish has been on for about 45 minutes for Jay. God knows how big it is. You can have it then. How big is it? Don't fall in. Yeah, you must have had this fish on for 45 minutes now. I thought I'd get the camera out to hopefully get it going in the net. It seemed to be getting weaker, but now it's pulling off again. It went nuts, it took out all 3 of the lines, so whilst he's been playing it, I've recast all 3 rods. The CreteLakes van's been round, got me beer supply for the day. And then the van finished the whole lap of the lake, came back and asked, is that still the same fish? And drove away laughing. I don't think it's particularly massive, it just won't give up. Going to give up yet? No, don't think so. But I think we're going to be waiting a bit longer, so hopefully come back to you when it goes in the net.
Hey guys, at CreteLakes again today, and here I just had what is my longest battle with fish, which lasted over an hour, and weighing at 28 pounds.
27 pounds, not making it bigger.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous battle, fish just didn't want to give up. 3.5 pounds Hurstco bent round to the butt saying get in the net, and the fish said no. And as you can see, after an hour it's still full of energy. Take your hands underneath. Yep. That's good. Got it. Got it. Alright, look it up. See if he lets you. I think I'll get some pictures of this instead. Hello everybody, right, here at CreteLakes, middle of August 2020, COVID city. Literally made it out on the day they talked about quarantine, and it's been a bit mad. It's now Monday about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got here and did not expect to have it kick off the way that it did so quickly. Got me and my 14-year-old lad here, we're on Lake 5, got him pegged 61. The complex is half empty. So many people couldn't make it, so obviously can't afford 2 weeks off work and such like. People just don't want to risk it at the moment. I already missed out on holiday early in the year to Mexico and to Dream Lakes as well, so I wasn't missing out on a third one. I was coming here if I could, I was getting here. Just kicked off straight away. We're now on Monday afternoon, and between me and my lad, using the same set of rods, we've had 13 fish and lost 2. Biggest I've had 46 so far. And the boys broke his PB, God knows how many times, near the 40.
3 times in 24 hours.
3 times 24 hours, is it? There you go.
Yeah.
So 43 pound is now his PB, and I thought he was getting the hang of things, but he's just taken over an hour, which you would have seen in the previous video, landing a 27 pound fish, which I'm trying to attach the pictures of later on. Absolutely loving life down here. It's beautiful. The conditions are absolutely spot on, mid to upper 20s, a little bit overcast, nice breeze coming in. Yeah, so we try and keep you updated with the events for the week. Let's see if I can spin the camera around. There we go. So you can see the view out in front of me. Absolutely stonking. Love it. This swim's been done about in the blogs plenty of times, so I'll quickly just go over the spots. I've got 2 rods pretty much going out straight bang down the centre towards the bailiff swim that when you're in this swim you can see opposite. 22 wraps. Big hard clear sandy spot out there. Unlike previous years, Lake 5 is now devoid of weed. They tell us it's because the fish haven't been fed at the start of lockdown, so they've had no choice but to eat the weed and everything in it. I'm sure that played a little bit of a part, but the amount of weed that is in this lake, I strongly suspect something else went on, but oh well, whatever. The next spot, if we just move you round, you can see the highest tree on the skyline out there. There he is, up here. Boom. Right, that one right there. Off the end of the pontoon, 16 wraps out there is where we've had the biggest fish from. Not as many fish as the other spot out in the middle, but we've had, yeah, a couple of 40s and a good 30 off of there as well. And bear in mind, it's only Monday lunchtime, 13 fish in the back of the net. It's not too bad going at all. Any of you that are conscious may have seen that there's a 4th rod out there. I'm not breaking any rules. The bailiff said that the lad was more than welcome to be putting a rod out himself in the swim. We've paid for him to come down for the week. He was supposed to be a guest, but they've said no, you can stick a rod out. So you know, absolutely hats off to him. That's brilliant. I'll show you the spot that he's fishing out to. Once again, off the end of the pontoon. Yeah, you can see it just on the edge of the trees there. Once again, it's the highest tree in that mark there. It's just to the left of one of the swims over there. That one there. And we're fishing 11 3/4 wraps out. Any shorter, it must be an old dead weed bed or something, because it's really stodgy. The poles, when you're prodding around with the prodding sticks, goes a good 12 inches plus down into the muck. But you go out a little bit further to 11 3/4 wraps and it comes up with a nice hard patch, and that's where we've been having the majority of the takes from. In fairness, we've had loads out there as well. I think we must have had 6 or 7 of the runs out there, so it's probably accounted for about 50% of the action so far. But from fishing here before, if we can get that spot in the middle of the lake at 22 wraps rocking, I'm sure that'll be the one that pays dividends in the end. There we go, spin that round. Right, so we're not doing anything technical stuff, nothing that you haven't seen before. It's literally grounding up. They get so ravenous in here that we're just grounding up the majority of the bait. Probably doing 80% of it crumb, 20% boilie. I'm mixing it in with a load of krill powder from British Aqua Feeds. £28 for 5 kilos delivered. So much cheaper than some of the other companies that give you the small bags. Load of Hydra wheats getting mixed in there, old CSL Active. The boilie's being used, Baitworks, Royal Marine, and CC Moore Life System, just being mixed up in a combo together. Maybe it's in a cheeky sweet corn as well, but we won't tell too many people about that. So yeah, going well for the time being. I hope you enjoy the vlog that we're putting together, and we'll hopefully be showing you a few more fish on the bank before the end of the week. Cheers then, bye bye. And we're on. There you go.
At CreteLakes again. We just had a double take with my dad real quick and got a £20 10 ounce lovely mirror carp.
Beautiful fish.
Quickly out.
He had no choice but to land it all by himself this time.
Yeah.
No netting help from father.
Ooh, what's all this?
The fish is having a bit of toilet all over you, mate. Enjoy that. Enjoy.
Right,
give us a smile, Jay. There we go. That's a good picture of that one.
that's a lot of fish.
Alright, we'll be back in a second with the one that I had out the double take. Right, as we just mentioned, Jay holding up his £20 an ounces. We had a double take, and this one's a little bit bigger. It's not a monster by CreteLakes standards, but well happy. 38.5 mirror. Put up one hell of a scrap. Loved it. Let's try and get her up. There you go, look at that one. Not bad for 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. Much better than being at work. That one was falling for the krill wafters with a little topper on it from Baitworks. Yeah, krill wafters from Sticky, Baitworks, Pineapple Hill, little yellow wafter, chopped in half as a topper. Seems to be nailing them at the moment. So, happy days. Hopefully be back to you with a monster soon enough. Cheers. Right, well, Monday afternoon still, and we've just had another one rattle off. This one looks bigger, but it's 33.5. I swear it would be about 38, 39 when I got it in the net. This came out on the 22 wraps spot. No, it didn't. No, came out on the left-hand rod. 16 wraps out to the left that I showed you earlier on. This was on the Baitworks Royal Marine cork wafters. Thanks, Vic. Splashed in the face. See if I can lift her up. We've got big black clouds rolling in, so I'm going to get soaked if this doesn't get done soon. Whoa! Come on. She ain't playing. There we go, look at her. Absolute beauty. See the belly on her. See the width of the shoulders as well. See why she went in the net. I thought she might be a little bit bigger. 33.5 more than happy for a Monday afternoon to be holding this rather than being at work. Right, back, get another one. Cheers.
God. Good.
Right, part of another double take. The lad had a 20 pounder and I've had this 30 pound 6 ounce common and it won't give up. Absolutely beating me up trying to pick it up. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up and show you, but I can't make any promises. Come here. Come
But he
here.
really doesn't like you.
He's really pissed off. There we go. We'll be very quick with this one, I think. He's not happy. £30.6. Happy days. Fish number 17, ain't it, Jay?
17 or 18.
17 or 18. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Hi guys, just got a new PB. It's absolutely splashed me right now. He's just down here. He weighs in at 54 pounds.
No, he isn't
45 pounds.
45 pounds 4 ounces.
Yeah.
45 pounds and 4 ounces.
Keep lying like that.
Creek mirror. We'll try and get you to a 50, mate, but you're already smashing every personal best you've had being out here. I think this is fish number 19 for us now.
Fish number 4 of my PBs on.
Yeah, 4 times you broke your PB since you've been here. Quite how Jay's going to lift this up is beyond me. So, get your hand under there.
Need your tail.
Yep. Up. Onto it.
Yep.
From your belly, like that. Try and keep. Stop leaning the head around on the fish. Yeah. Okay. Right, there we go. So you can see that one there, guys. I'm going to turn that off now so I can pay.
Hi guys, just about 30 minutes after I got my new PB, just got in another fish from a double take with my dad again. Weighing in at 37.5 pounds, and it's going absolutely ballistic right now.
It's not happy, is it?
No, it's not happy at all.
Was part of a double take we weren't expecting. It seemed to be quiet and then suddenly it's gone nuts. Right, let's see if we can get her up. A little bit of help from my friends, eh? Get her up on your lap. There we go. Another CreteLakes banger, I'm sure you'll agree. 37.5. Happy days. Right, I'll turn this off and we'll look after and get a couple.
Good.
Right, second part of the double take. I'm actually getting a bit twitchy because so's the fish. Handing it over his eye at the moment. This one went 35 on the nose. So once again, my boy's catching bigger fish than me. Oh, he's not very happy. We'll try and lift him up, but I'm not going to help him with it. Jesus. Right. Chill out. There we go. £35. CreteLakes mirror carp. Very pissed off. Beautiful.
Very good.
Right, turn that off. Morning from CreteLakes, Tuesday morning. A bit quiet last night, but more bait out this morning. And in the last hour I've just been giving it, why aren't we getting a take? Because there's flat spots galore where they're tearing it up. I was thinking about doing a recast, changing over the hook baits if they just wanted to eat something else, and the right hand rod ripped off. So this one is 44.12, wasn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
44.12 from the close-in spot down to the right hand side. 11 3/4 rod lengths out. And just been landed, but still full of energy and not happy. Sweet. So, chill out. No. Close, but nose together. Not happy with me.
It's an angry fish.
Very angry fish. She will come up. There we go. How about that? Stonking fish. That was on the bait works. Hook baits. Royal Marine Wafters. Fish love them, obviously. Right, let's get this one back and I'll give you a little update in a little while of what happened the rest of yesterday and where we're at on Tuesday morning.
Hi guys, just had our second take of the day. It's a £39 4-ounce mirror, which we've had on the same rod, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is that
same
it?
rod this morning, so the average
rod.
size on the right hand rod's going up. The run rate's going down, but the fish are getting bigger. So hopefully we'll get one of the real gems soon enough, but this one's stonking. Right, see if we can, come on Jake, get your hand under. Hand under there, hand under there. You right?
Yeah.
Got her? There we go. How about that for a stonking fish?
Look at tail.
I know, been a bit wilted, ain't she?
Yeah.
Right, off with the camera, on with the pictures.
Go.
Alright, hello again. Quite a day on Tuesday from CreteLakes. As I said earlier, the average size of fish has gone up. Unfortunately, we had another 40 earlier that was foul hooked just underneath the peck. Another 30 seconds probably would have eaten the bait. Obviously the hook flicked up and caught him, so we put him back without weighing him. Probably mid 40, low 40, somewhere in that sort of range. And then literally 10 minutes before dinner time, one of the rods on a spot that hadn't done a fish today rattled off with this one at £43 and 10 ounces. See if she wants to come up and behave a bit first. No, wrong way round. Wrong way round. Shush. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Right. Ah, get out. Slap me around the face. How about I just roll you back this way? I'll try again. Thanks for ruining my t-shirt. Not bad at all, eh? A beautiful end to a beautiful Tuesday at CreteLakes. Love it. How good are those pictures? Alright?
Hi guys, hi CreteLakes again. Just had a first take of the day. Things have slowed down in the past 2 days sadly, but we've just put a whole bunch of bait out and we have our first fish, which weighs in at 23 pounds. Not a monster for this lake, but it's still something at least.
After a hard day of giving it, why aren't they feeding? It's better than nothing. Yeah, the fish have moved a lot down the other end of the lake now, unfortunately, but we've got to share the load with some other people. But you feed them and they will come. And even when they look like that, at that size, it don't really matter, does it? Gorgeous. You right with him? Is he going to beat you up? No. Put him on the mat. Right, get water on him.
Hi guys, first fish of the day so far. Things, yes, have slowed down, but thank God it's my new PB. My dad just went away to go give his phone to a friend and got him about 2 minutes after he left.
I've been with the rods all night, all day. I leave for 2 minutes and he goes and gets the take and catches a £46 2-ounce mirror. Cheeky. I think he's going for a swim in a minute. I'll try and help him to lift this one up. For somebody as skinny as Jay, this is
Quite the challenge.
a challenge, but a challenge I'm sure. Now, get your hands back in position. Right, tuck that fin down. That's it. Oh. You alright?
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that, 46.2 CreteLakes stonker. Perfect. Right, camera. Afternoon from Thursday at CreteLakes. I haven't done many of these sort of daily updates, mostly because I'm just not used to doing this side of things. It's got a bit quieter the last couple of days, but we've persevered. We've been managing at least a couple of fish a day, and they tend to be a little bit bigger, more of the 40s coming out. If I've edited the video correctly, you've probably just seen Jay have a new PB at 46.2, brilliant. Highlight of the day for me though, daughter got GCSE results, absolutely smashed it out of the park, as I knew she would. A bit worried with all the COVID thing and the new systems they're putting in place. but she got everything bang on. Off to college she goes, doing all the courses she wants to do, no need to resit. So that is top of the shops for today. I'd actually gone round to see one of my mates in the other bank. He dropped his phone in the lake, idiot. So he couldn't get his lad's GCSE results and have a chat with him. So literally I left the rods for the first time in like 2 days. It was due to be my fish, and Jay has that 46 too, but I couldn't be happier for him. Absolutely made up. But he ain't catching any more, that's it, I'm having the rods now, stuffing. Mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Last night I felt like I should have caught loads, and I caught a total of 0. There was fish boshing all over the place. I think I mentioned in a previous sort of a mini update while we had a fish on the bank that the fish had moved out of the area quite a lot. They had, but they came back en masse in the middle of the night. And you know when you're sitting there at 2 o'clock in the morning, edge of your bed chair, you're getting liners all over the place, thinking, why ain't one of those rods ripping off? I can't put my finger on it. God knows why. There was hundreds of them. It was like a dolphin show out here. But say la vie, what can you do about it? That's fishing at times, ain't it? Sometimes they show and just don't get their heads down. So Thursday we got just over 24 hours to go. I think we're on 29 fish for the week now, including 6 or 7 40s. So we've had a bloody good week. I just hope that we can get one of those 50 plus lumps out of here as well. You know, it'd be easy to move on to one of the smaller lakes away from Lake 5 where, you know, the big fish ratio is a lot higher, but it wouldn't be as much fun. You catch more fish out of this one without a doubt. So I think the game plan now is we've noticed a bit of a routine over the last sort of 48 hours where the bulk of the bites are coming out on that middle spot I showed you earlier on. 22 wraps straight down the centre of the lake, just on the downturn from the plateau that is out there on top of that sandbar that's well known. Yeah, they're obviously drifting off that plateau, so I can see them boshing all the time. We're picking the fish up as they drift down and then probably catch one, spooking them off, and then we're having another one. I'd love to get further, but I'll be in other people's water. Not to say that if they weren't looking I wouldn't give it a try. So yeah, that's sort of the update at the moment. You know, the baiting up and side of things is exactly the same. The only thing I have changed is one of the hook baits. I've moved it over to a glugged diamond white hook bait, glugged up in all the berry goo and such like. Just felt like we needed something for the fish to home in on a little bit more. The fishy baits, the krill wafters, the baitworks baits, they've been working, we've caught loads of fish on them, but now there aren't so many fish in the area. It's almost like we needed something to just home them in to come to that one a little bit quicker scenario. Seems to be working, you know, not seeing any real flat spots as such over the baited areas, so it must be they're coming in and hitting that one pretty damn quickly. So I think I'll be moving pretty much all the rods over to that from now on, and fingers crossed next time you see me we'll have one of those lumps on board. I will tell you, man, it's a really scorching hot day out there. Probably a rubbish view. Ah, there we go, look at that stonking, ain't it? Look at that blue sky out there. 36, 37 degrees, and I'm hiding here in the shade having a nice cold beer. Long may it continue. Right, hopefully next time you see us, another lump in the bag. Cheers. Right, Thursday afternoon at CreteLakes. Same rod as what Jay had his new PB 46-2 on earlier, while I was round helping me mate try and get in contact with his kid after he dropped his phone in the lake. Not quite as big, but an absolute gorgeous fish out of the blue. £39 on the button. Look at that. Much rather be catching these on a Thursday afternoon at work, I'll tell you that much. Don't you twitch and flap, I can feel you. Beautiful. How are the pictures looking, Jay?
Good.
All good, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Right, thank you very much. See you soon. That's it, she's down. That is a lump, isn't it?
As Jay said, how are you going to pick that up?
Oh my God! There's a fucking beast, ain't it? Jesus. Right, if I lift her up, can somebody get this out from underneath her? Fuck! How am I going to lift this up? She's stuck in my arm.
I see with tail now and all. Yeah. Yeah, that tail you was on about. One you lost in the weed, is it?
Yeah, 100%.
What I've got on film.
100%.
We can compare it.
As soon as I saw Buddy Bones catch it last year, I was like, I recognise that. Somebody else has to be still. Don't know how to read it on here. Oh yeah, let me have a look.
So we got 64, 65, 66, 64, 65, 66.
66 on the button.
Yeah, 66.
Hell.
66.
I love that. Thank you.
66 on the nose.
Fucking hell. What a beaut. She's an absolute
hell.
stunner though. £66? Are you for real?
That's what I brought them.
Oh. Fucking hell. Alright, let the games begin. If I shall we drag them up to the edge?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. All this together. You go back to all the end of the water.
Yeah. Right. Straps on this one. Right, one strap.
Look me, you do one, I'll do the other. Go on.
Right, who's got their cameras on them?
I'll leave you to do yours because my phone one is being shit.
Is it?
It's already recorded.
It's not recording, is it, Jay?
Basically not recording.
Hello everyone.
Started taking photographs. Just it come out foggy all the time.
Can I take photos on this one whilst it's recording?
Yeah.
You can do indeed, yes.
Yeah.
I'll load it up quickly for the video content and then we'll turn it off and get the proper photos done.
Oh, so that's really
But-
just taken.
One of the CreteLakes gems, one of the monsters been after.
Look at it.
There is a story that I'll update you on the blog later behind this fish.
It's recording.
At £66, we'll have that. Done. Oh dear.
Oh, that is a...
Alright, turn that video off. Let's get some. Right, good afternoon, Friday afternoon, CreteLakes, last day, boo. On the slow pack up now, nothing else is showing in the swim, everything is boshing out down the other end of the lake. But after that 66 pounder, I don't care, not in the slightest. We could go chasing them, but I think that would just be greedy, we'll leave it to other people that haven't been so lucky. Me and the boy are on 31 fish for the week. 7 of those being 40s, and obviously that monster 66, loads of 30s, loads of 20s. It's been an epic week here, an absolutely epic week. We were hoping out for one of the big ones. It's come along and absolutely smashed my PB. Previous PB was 58.14, so jumped from that up to £66 over the bloody moon. And I'm pretty certain the other guys on the lake were wondering what the hell I was doing at 6:30 this morning swimming around in the swim. They soon found out. Right, so general update is, as we've been saying the last couple of days, things have got quieter. The fish have been gradually getting further and further away. They were on the plateau out there and then coming down, and we're nicking a couple here and there. They're not showing us close today. They're much further along that plateau on the other side of the lake. Last night, first thing this morning, you could see them all boshing down there, so the shoals have obviously moved off. But the hope was that there'd be a big one or two left behind that don't want to hang around with the packfish. And evidently that 66 proved to work, so that's great, absolutely brilliant. I can't say anything bad about this place. Staff are superb, the complex is superb. The lakes offer you so many different fishing options for all sort of skill sets and capabilities. If you think about coming over here, just crack on and do it. I went through at the start of the week sort of bait that we were using. We've got a bit of CC Moore's live system. The bulk of it was the Baitworks Royal Marine. That probably accounted for about 80% of the bait that I've been putting out there. That was all glugged up in the British Aquafeeds. We had the active CSL, had all the Hydra wheats as well, and they do the krill powder. Oh, are we going to get a take on camera? That's the first beep we've had today. Could be some coots over my shoulder though, so it might be one of those buggers. The fish actually came on though, what I was talking about previously. It was on the diamond white wafters that had been glugged up in all the squid and berry goo that they were done a few weeks ago, so they weren't as absorbed as what you would do if you'd done them for a couple of months. Got plenty of stench coming out of those, and like I say, the fish just seem to be homing in on those very, very quickly when they are in the area. So at the start of the week they weren't working. I tried them and I had to go over to the fishy baits, so we were using the Royal Marine wafters from Baitworks, glugged up in the scent from hell, and they were catching loads of fish. The old sticky baits krill wafters, the dumbbells, they were catching loads of fish, and I couldn't get anything on the more blatant baits, but they seemed to die off a little bit as the shoal moved away. And you know, just switching back to something that's worked previously, obviously nailed the last few 40s and that monster 66 as well. So I'll just say, even though something's working at the start of the week, don't be afraid to switch it up if things start slowing down and not feeling quite right for you. So yeah, unless we have any more fish, probably going to be the last update. It is that pack down time now. I'm enjoying the last beer in the sunshine as well, and hopefully we'll get a couple more. Not going to hold my breath, but hopefully we'll get a couple more. Jay is next on the rods, so he's willing them to go screaming off at any moment. But besides that, I hope you've enjoyed the sort of video that we put together for you. Cheers. Right, I've got to tell you in that little update there, completely mind blank, what I mentioned when I had that 66 on the bank earlier, that there was a little bit of a story behind that fish. So I'll bring you up to date with that one. I was here 2 years ago when this lake was chocker, and I mean chocker with Canadian pondweed, floor to ceiling. I had a good week that week. I think I landed 17 or 18 fish, but I lost almost as many as I caught because of the weed. Barbless hooks, loads of weed. As good as I was getting fish out of it, it was impossible to land all of them, and you were having to bully them so much you're always going to slip hooks. I got one fish on the last day. I thought, this feels a lot bigger, and it all was going absolutely perfectly to plan. I was guiding him through the gaps in the weed, and then literally on the last little bit of bloody bank weed that he could possibly come to, he's gone bulldozing straight into it, and he won't move in an inch. So that was it. Life jacket on, straight in the boat. Out there we go. I was out there for about 10 minutes. The wind was coming sideways, so it was really bloody hard to control a boat and a fish by yourself. Get over there. It just wasn't working with the rod, so I had to hand-line myself over to the fish. And I'm there, hand-lining it, and there was that one moment where I got just to the safe zone leader, touched the top of that fish ain't too far away, I got the net in hand as well, and this fucking great tail and wrist had just come out and smashed my hand before I've had to let go, where he's gone powering off into the weed even more. Now you look at the pictures of that fish earlier, and you look at that tail, that's the tail that I saw that year. 30 seconds later I lost that fish till it came out. I knew it was a good one, I didn't realise how good until today. I'm 99% certain that's the same fish. So recognisable, that tail, and I will never forget the scar of losing it a couple of years ago. So yeah, little story for you, and it just made that fish even more special, the fact that I feel I got my revenge from those couple of years back. Cheers then, bye bye.